It's summertime and let's hit the beach and get some sun! Can Superman get a tan? Well, before we answer that question, we need to ask how Superman derives his superhuman powers from the radiation from Earth's yellow sun. Now, we know that Superman's Kryptonian body has cells that metabolize radiation from Earth's yellow sun and turn them into usable energy that in turn unlocks his superhuman abilities. However, which part of the sun's radiation are we looking at? Looking at the radiation that the sun emits, we can see that Earth's yellow sun emits infrared radiation, visible light radiation, as well as ultraviolet radiation. Seeing as we can actually see the big guy, we can eliminate the visible light spectrum from the equation. Yes, we can see each other simply because light bounces off one another before it reaches the end of your corneas. So if Superman absorbs visible light radiation, nothing will bounce off him, and therefore we cannot see him at all. Invisible Man? Which leaves us with the remaining infrared radiation and ultraviolet radiation. Infrared radiation is technically the heat that radiates from the sun and keeps the planet warm. If Superman absorbed infrared radiation, we should probably rename him Super Freeze instead because he would be sucking out all of the heat from everywhere. Like, everywhere. So unless you hear a complaint from Lois Lane about Clark Kent being as cold as a vampire, it's pretty apparent that Kal-El does not absorb infrared radiation from the sun. Unless Lois Lane is into that kind of stuff. Therefore, we can safely say that the Son of Krypton absorbs ultraviolet radiation from the sun, the same exact radiation that causes your skin to turn red and inevitably tan. You see, ultraviolet rays cause the release of melanin in your skin, which in turn oxidizes into your beloved bronze color in the skin. But since Kal-El absorbs UV rays, he's probably going to keep his skin color for the rest of his days. This is also canonically accurate as you often see Superman recover astronomically quicker when exposed to the sun above the ozone layer, which blocks off most of the UV radiation from Earth. So unfortunately, the world's greatest superhero can't get that vitamin D and bronze look in the summer. But there's always many other ways to look bronze, like slapping on that artificial color. Just make sure you spread it evenly, otherwise you'll look ridiculous. That's all we have for Thoughtful Thursdays. I hope you guys enjoyed this series. Please leave a like and comment down below and subscribe. Speaking of UV rays, I think it's kind of curious that Superman has X-ray vision, you know, like X-rays are almost 10 to 1000 times more in terms of energy than that of UV rays. So in technicality, X-ray vision is the most costly in terms of energy than any other of Superman's abilities. Except flying, because you can't really explain how a man can fly, I think.